Welcome. Just want to make sure I get some more content to you guys. I got to be careful I don't get hit by my dog. She's 130 pounds of body moving around and she'll tackle me. I just want to make sure you're still awake, so giving you some nuggets to chew on, to think about, and wake up, smell the coffee. I was watching some alternative news channels just today, in fact, and I was a little shocked. It's been really good with the Epstein files coming out, casting light onto a lot of the things that are happening. These are the things happening now. These things have been happening since the beginning of time. That's what you got to understand. They've never stopped. It's always been happening. But this kind of brought it out into the open area, open forum for us to all talk about and look at it. So we're talking about human trafficking. We're talking about the powerful controlling other people, keeping them caged, using them when they want, using them for torture, for their own games, blood sacrifice, ritual abuse. This is with children a lot of the time. It's ritual abuse, satanic rituals, drinking of blood, and eating human bodies, human people, part of the ritual, okay, cannibalism. And this alternative channel that I was looking at didn't want to consider the fact that people are actually eating other humans. They were hardly entertaining the fact that this is even going on, that there's ritual abuse, that there's satanic worship and sacrificial rituals. Believe me, wake up, okay? Smell the coffee. This is a reality. This is why I'm trying to hammer this home to you now. I'm trying to throw out content to make you think. If you can't recognize this and see what's going on, you're not going to be able to form the right ideas. You won't be able to form solutions. You won't be able to create an answer for yourself. Please like, subscribe, comment on here. I want to hear your feedback. Teach me. I want us to do this together as a community. I want you to understand that this is really happening. And I want you to see my other videos so that you can get more and more pieces of the puzzle. I'm just trying to present to you what's happening, why it's happened, the history of all of this. And so you will automatically, intellectually, you'll start to want to form answers and solutions for yourself. And there are answers and solutions. That's what I'm gonna start bringing to you, okay? So now I'm a little bit irritated and angry when I see the level of lack of awareness, the lack of conviction people have got in understanding that this is really happening. The level of deception and deceit in our reality is through the roof. So half of the world doesn't even think that they're just going to their job every day, they're paying their bills, they're watching football, soccer, whatever entertainment you've got, movies, TV shows, mindless entertainment, so that the masses are just appeased and keep doing what they do. So wake up, start understanding that this is happening every single day. There's people that are living horrific lives, and there's real evil around us. Now, like I said, I've got to the point where I just got to start speaking a little bit more open to you guys. I really wanted to take it slowly introduce things to you, but I know how smart you guys are out there. Make sure you check out my other videos, see all of the other little tidbits of information I'm giving you. I'm going to keep trying to give you good people to look at. Check out the fittest flat earther. I like his work, he does funny work. We got to keep humor in this, okay? So keep a smile on your face. Make sure you hang out with your loved ones. share all of this stuff, have conversations about all of this. It's really important that we share what's happening and we get a worldly awareness of all of this. But again, don't think that this is not happening. People are actually still, even with all of the evidence, testimony that we've got regarding people being eaten, rituals where they eat people, they're still talking and trying to deny it all. And this is going out to you guys. And this was an alternative media source. So I was a little bit shocked. I'm not going to say any names of who it was, but I've been talking about this in my group, in my community, the people I know, for a long time now. 10 years. For whatever reason, call it blessed, I was very open to looking at all of these things and just, let alone understanding it, but having the ability to believe. So start believing. You're looking at a world that you live in where the people that are trying to put the framework around you, the laws, all of the things that form you and your personalities and your choices, these people are evil. And don't take my word for it. I say that to you all the time. I don't want you to. Do your own research. See what's happening, okay? We're talking about worshipping to deities, gods, that they've been doing for thousands of years. Baal, Moloch, you name it. The same gods that they were sacrificing to thousands of years ago, they're doing the same thing now. You couldn't write a crazier movie than the life we're in. So what's the solution? Start thinking about this, okay? But look, I'm at my wit's end. High level of irritation seeing that people, even with all the evidence that we're seeing, people still are in denial. See, that's the world system around us working, stopping people from seeing the truth, and they're just getting on with their regular life. Anyway, you gotta understand that this is real. There's tons and tons of evidence of this. Okay, look at, I think his name was John Kerry. He was the opposition, a Democratic opposition to George Bush Jr. They were head-to-head in the election, Republican Democrat representatives. The two of them, George Bush Jr. and John Kerry, I think they might have been from the same university, but they were in the group, I think they call it the Skull and Crossbones. Do your research on that, okay? The Skull and Crossbones. They were both members of that. It's basically an elite group that they're pedophiles, they're homosexual, the rituals they engage in are homosexual acts, they sacrifice, they worship evil gods, and these are the people that are forming our nations and carrying out government decisions made. And so look, right there you see they were both the two parties. They were the political group in power, and they were also the opposition. So you don't have a choice. There is no choice. That's an illusion. Our governments are not elected. They're selected for you just to carry out the world agenda that's happening and being done to us. So I'm trying to bring you examples constantly. Our government officials, our movie stars, our television entertainers, they're all part of what we're talking about now. Ritual abuse, horrific actions taken upon humans and children. Okay, start researching what they do, drinking the blood. They love to drink the blood when it's full of adrenaline. They call it adrenochrome. And They do that because that seems to really get them excited and rejuvenate them and give them their power. And so they have to torture their victim, especially the children. Start doing your research into all of this, why they torture children and sacrifice them, who they sacrifice them to and why. Okay? It's all worship, satanic worship. So you must be starting to get a picture now of the enemy. Okay, I'm trying to paint it pretty clear to you what's happening, who the enemy is. But eventually it's going to go down to the head, the guy in charge of that enemy, that evil force. It's going to come down to one head honcho. So comment, let me know who you think this head enemy is. And as you start forming your ideas about this, you're going to start forming solutions, okay? So if you go to your entertainment, let's just look at me, for example. I was on Netflix. They should give me a paid promotion here. Okay, I was on Netflix. When I would look at my feed of stuff to watch, I mean, it's horrible. Every single option is something, and this is where you can clearly see that what our movies are, our entertainment, our TV shows, it's what's happening in the world and being done to us. All of the options I have to choose from are alien monster movies, superheroes. Okay, heroes was the name given to, I think it was given to the Nephilim or the offspring of Nephilim. Okay, literally, right? They're called heroes. And what's happening right now? Superheroes movies all the time, people with special powers. And that was literally what the name heroes was, what was given to describe the Nephilim or the children of the Nephilim, who had all of these ungodly powers. Basically, yeah, superhero powers from the fallen angels. And so I just want you to understand that this is true, and this is what's playing out now. It's playing out everywhere these days. Your options are giants, movies about giants, giant creatures. They're about titans, massive monsters. You know, just for example, think like Godzilla, Kong, all that stuff, right? Massive monsters that awaken and roam the earth again. We're talking about vampire movies, we're talking about werewolf movies, all the stuff I loved as a kid, right? So when you start understanding that all of our entertainment is now based on zombie movies, superheroes, giants, cyborgs, that's another big one. It's all, a lot of the movies and entertainment is about humans that are being injected with things that alter them, given special chemicals or pills that alter them, that give them powers, that unleash their true potential, right? You've got cyborgs where they're meshing humanity with machine, with robots. Every single choice in your entertainment is that. You might get a bit of a comedy movie here and there, but start looking into what's going on in those movies. You'll see transgender depicted. You'll see the LGBTQ agenda rammed down your throat. There's always gonna be homosexual relationships, family dynamic relationships where there's no man. These are all things being done that are completely destroying our society, our family structure. It's all designed to do that, all of the entertainment. And it's preparing us, making it palatable for us to see demons, aliens, to see mankind merged with a machine. Okay, this is the agenda also of this enemy that I'm talking about. And you're seeing it play out right now. What does it say in scripture? As in the days of Noah, will be in the end times as well now. So we see this everywhere. We're seeing all of the things play out right in front of us. Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, it's happening. Our society has become it's been completely normalized to have men marrying men, women marrying women. You can even marry an animal, I believe. Okay, we're in fallen times. This is probably the end times. And so I gave you some great pieces of the puzzle now. I want you to think about this. Check out all my videos. I'm going to try and drop you some more content again soon, highlighting more and more pieces of the puzzle. All right, so look, as you start really seeing what's in front of you, we're talking about cannibalism now. Okay, we're talking about really, really outrageous things. Can you see Zilla? It's too dark, I really can't see. But it's this important because people are they're not even talking about it and admitting that this is happening in our world right now. But it's right in front of everyone to see. So as you start seeing our leaders that are forming the nations we live in, they're the ones that are financing all of the things around us. When you start seeing that these people are that evil, that torturing humans, children most of the time, sacrificing them and eating them in rituals and just in the hope of empowering themselves. Why are they doing all of that? Okay? Ask that question. Don't just find out that it's happening. Why are they doing it? Okay? Well, they're doing it because there's more to this reality than we're taught, than we've been shown. Okay, this isn't just us here in this world with this human fleshly body. Who are you? Okay, there's spiritual forces, and nothing really manifests and is working here in this physical realm without the spiritual. You're gonna start going there. I gotta start taking you there sooner because I gotta just start getting the message out to you. I still wanna take it slowly. I don't wanna lose anybody, but we're talking about spiritual forces, spiritual realm, and it's real. It's happening. There's people being murdered, caged up. They're trafficking these people because they're holding them, the women obviously, and they're using them to breed them. Okay, they're breeding them so they got more children to sacrifice. And this was also in the Epstein files, that they believe that they're putting Epstein's DNA into the women. We're going to go much deeper on this. We're just scratching the surface. But please comment. Let me know if you know where I'm going with this. But the enemy is trying to corrupt even the DNA bloodline of mankind. So yeah, you got to hear it. You're stuck with me. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. Make sure you do the things that are possible to help us here. So you got to be positive, get out in the world, be healthy, stop drinking, stop smoking weed, stop drugs, eat good food, exercise, and share yourself. Smile at a stranger, be selfless, be in service to other people and help them, and really help them because it's what you want to do. So I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much everybody for being here with me again today, and I will get some more content out there soon. So like, subscribe and I look forward to going deeper and deeper with this with you guys. Thank you so much.